Yes guys, welcome back for another video. Today, hopefully no cock up like last time. Cod fillets, and they're still defrosting a little bit, so gonna give them an hour or so. Homemade fish fingers, oh yes. So I'm gonna be using some salt, pepper, egg, flour, breadcrumbs. So I got 2 packets of breadcrumbs, but I'm only going to be using the golden ones. So we're going to use them. Oh yes. This is going to be interesting. See you shortly. Ta-da. Right guys, so fish finger time. So store-bought cod right here. So basically with this, what I've got to do is literally just dry it off. But before that, what I did was sprinkled salt on it, because these retain a lot of water, especially if they're frozen. Most of the water have drained off, but the fish itself is pretty nice. So let me wash these hands. I've just handled fish, so I need to just wash these hands off. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be cutting up the fish into obviously fish fingers. Got to dry them off first. So what I'll do is a couple of sheets of kitchen roll, bring it over here, bring it down, let you have a quick look what I'm doing. Here we go. Right, that's the tilty one right there. Just tilt you down to there so you can see. There we go. So kitchen paper or kitchen roll, just going to place these fillets just on here just to dry them off a bit, because they have been sat in that water that I drained off. So then just one hand, get a bit of kitchen roll, just going to fold that up and just pat them dry. I'm not going to belt the hell out of them. I'm just going to pat them dry, just get some of that moisture out of there, which would be great. Oh yes, it's going to be banging. Get that, put that in the sink, get a fresh plate and have that ready. Just pat these dry. As you can see, all that moisture that's come off them, that can go in the bin. And going to put them on the plate right there. Just put them on the plate for now. You see all the moisture, water that's come off those. Give this a quick wipe over. I will clean all these surfaces once I'm done properly with surface cleaner. There's nothing worse than that. Right, so now the exciting part. Oh yes. Right, where's it gone? There it is. Where is it? Let's skip. 1 second, guys. So the blue one, it says there, the fish. So that's what I'm going to put that on. Let me get a knife. Gonna get a nice knife. Oh yes. And get my knife sharpener. There it is. I'll show you in a second. Right, so got my first piece of fishy. I'm not going to slice it like straight down the middle because they're a bit too much. So we'll do one there. There's one. And then one there. There's another. And that's that. So I'll put them back on there. I'm wearing my Grinch as well again today because it is a bit nippy. It is cold. I've got the heating on, but I'm not leaving that on all day. So another one now. We'll just do that down there. And that one. Oh, go on then. Might as well. I'm going to have these with chips. Some nice chips for these. Now these ones are a little bit smaller. So, well, there. Get rid of that first. I'm going to go nice and gentle down the middle with this. Right down the middle. Nice and gentle. Because the fish is a bit drier than what it was now. So I'm going to do them two on there. And then this one, I'm going to do little tiny fish ones for these. Little fish fingers. So down that one there. And down that one right there. As you can see. So now I've got my fishy fingers. I probably won't eat all these guys, but you know. Right, that can go in. Let me wash these hands first. Oh. Get this by its edge, and that can go in the sink as well. I'm not touching the edge where the fish has been, so that can be washed in a bit. So as you can see, that's my fishy fingers. Oh yes, this is going to be grand, hopefully, and it's not a complete cock up. So in this mixture that I'm going to coat it with, I'm going to put that on there for a sec. 2 eggs. There's one. And there's two. 2 eggies. Look a bit different colour then, but there you go. Never mind. Then in there, I'm going in with, oh yes, some mayonnaise. Just, oh there we go. In with as well a little bit of paprika. Oh yes. And also a little sprinkle of grated cheese. Just a sprinkle, not too much. Just a sprinkle like that. Oh yes. Then this can go back in the fridge, because tomorrow morning I'm going to have cheese on toast. Oh yes. Right, so let's get this mixture mixed up. I might throw a touch of milk in with this as well, guys, because oh, this is going to be banging, hopefully. It's got the mixture in there, the paprika, egg, and also going to put in here as well some salt and pepper. But yeah, it needs just thinning up a little bit, so I'll put a drop of milk in it. Just a drop of milk. A drop of milk going in there. This is my own concoction, so hey-oh, never mind. If it works, it works. If it's a cock up again, it's a cock up. So that's that in there. Can't believe you guys are sat on top of my stove. Oh yes. Right, let's get a bit of salt in there and a bit of pepper. Bosh bosh, that'll do. Bit of salt. Bit of pepper. Give that another mix. Oh yes, like a nice little batter this now. Nice lovely little batter. Right, that's done. Now, another bowl. Open here, it says. Okay, so you go to open it there and it won't open. I bet you. Oh yeah, there we go. And I've got some golden breadcrumbs, as I said earlier. Some nice golden breadcrumbs. Gonna put them in there like that. Oh yes. Hopefully this is going to be banging. Right, just going to let me fish sit for a second and then we'll come back, guys. Right guys, as you can see, we're back. I've got my fish fingers in front of me. I've got my mixture. I've got my breadcrumbs. So the breadcrumbs as well, I'm going to put a little bit of paprika in the breadcrumbs. I'm going to put as well a bit of salt. And I'm also going to put a bit of pepper. So roll my sleeves up. My hands are clean. I'm just going to give that a mix through. Oh yes. Now, here's the good part. Oh yes. We're going to put these. One. Oh there. Didn't cut that one all the way through. 2, 3. We'll come back to that in a minute. Just going to dump them in there. Get them in that wash. And then, bosh, straight in the breadcrumbs. Oh yes. Straight in them breadcrumbs. Just like that. Then, other hand, I'm just literally going to coat them, guys. That's all I'm going to do. Just coat them. Dunk them in there. Dunk it in there. Dunk it in there. I've got myself another plate, which is on top of the stove, which is just a little bit away from you. So, we'll just get this one coated. I can never, ever keep one hand dry and the other hand wet, ever. Which is a real pain in the posterior. Let's get some breadcrumbs on there. Bodyful on one end, bodyful on the other end. Put that one on there. And this one and go there. Oh dear. Excuse me. Oh. Now, these are going to be going in again, but I do need to get that just that cut there. Give me a second, guys. So just going to rinse that knife off that I used again. Just give my hands a wash, give them a dry, wash that handle, and I'll just go through this one again because it's just not having it. Thank you kindly if you would be so nice. Why is it so difficult? Right, so again, a little quick wash of my hands. Oh. And now, 1, 2, 3, they're going back in, into there, into the egg wash, should I say. Not back in there, but in the egg wash. 2, oh yes. And finally 3. And just try and get all that breadcrumb on there. Might have to double dip these, I think, because they don't look like they're coated very well. Boy, you know what? I'm not really bothered. It's the first time doing homemade fish fingers, so let's just do what we can. Get that on there, pie it down. Oh yes. Three. Get that coated in that breadcrumb. I was just going to use a batter on these, but I decided against it. But hey, oh, never mind. Oh yes. These might have to go back in again, I think, to give them a double dip, guys. A double dip. Oh yes. So while that one's doing that, because I put them in a line, I'm just going to dip this one again. And then put it in that breadcrumb again. Oh yes. Try and keep these, because it's starting to clog a little bit. But hey, you can see what I'm talking about here. I'm not sure if I'll double dip all these. So, and I'm not sure I'm going to eat all these. Well, I'll eat all those that are on the plate because I'm having chips with them. But I'm not sure about these on the plate. So I might have to do something a little bit different with them. Put that back in there. Get that back in that. Oh yes. It's going to be banging this, guys. Hopefully. Hopefully it's not going to be a cock up like the last one. Like the last video. You know what I'm talking about, Stevie T. Hey, could be worse. Could be spam. You know, but hey. Ah, dear. I'm going to shallow fry these as well, guys. And all I'm going to do with these is just shallow fry them. How they come out, I don't know, but I will shallow fry them. Right, so that's that one. I need that back in there. So, just one more to go, guys, after this. And then we'll crack on and get the stove on and everything. And you can see them cooking away, hopefully, without a complete arse up, because this looks like it's arsed up already. But hey, oh, never mind. Trial and error, it's worth a go. You know, look, got a piece of fish there that's not even covering, but not to worry. It'd be fine. It'd be right on the neat, guys. It'll be right. I'm going to put these on a shallow fry, 3 each, 3 each in the frying pan. Just shallow fry them, get that in there, put that back in there. There was some of it not covered, so I had to put it back in again into the breadcrumb. Hopefully this is alright. We will find out if it's alright on the neat or not, as they say. We shall find out. So, oh yes, a little bit of breadcrumb in there. It's one of them split. That's a pain in the ass. Never mind. Let's give this a go. Back in a sec, guys. Right, guys, pan's heating up. I'm going to put a little knob of butter in there as well. Just a little knob of butter. Put that in there. Just let that butter melt through. Oh yes, hopefully this will be all right and not another complete cock up with Paul. So the oil's heating up. I'm going to turn it down to a medium heat. You can already hear it starting to sizzle. Cooking these cleaning as well, guys, I know. So that'll be done at some point today. It's only me that ever does any cleaning in this place, just saying. Right, so that's at a nice little temperature now. You can just hear it sizzling away. I've got a plate ready over here, ready for throwing on my fishy of the fingers, which hopefully is going to be banging. Going to wait till that gets to a medium heat now, because it's number 3 I've put it on now. Just needed it on number 6 just to warm it up a bit. Right, moment of truth. 3 at a time in there. I'm going to do them until they're cooked. So got 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to do these for about 3 minutes each side, roughly. Just on a medium heat. I don't want it too high because I don't want it to burn like I did with the spam. Not going to let that down. I don't think I'll let that is it a pie down as well, to be honest, but hey, you know. So just knock it up one more notch to number 4. It's not a high heat, it's not a low heat, this. So I think 1 and 2 is low, 5 and 6 on electric. So you got 1 and 2, which I think anyway, 1 and 2 is low, 5 and 6 is high, and 3 and 4 is medium. So we're just gonna let them just sit, cook through, and then when we come back, guys, hopefully this is going to be nice. Please, because I've got to turn them yet as well. Just let them cook through for a bit, and then I've got to turn them over. So we'll come back in a bit, guys. See you shortly. Right, so I've got the last 3 in, guys. These are the 3 that have been in, but listen to this. One of them has split down the side, right there, but never mind. Get these 3 done, and then we're back. Right, guys, these are part cooked, okay? So nice and crisp on the outside. This one's split just a little bit here, but hey, never mind. But as you can see right here, these are going to go, I've got the oven heating up now at 150. So these will go in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then we'll bring you back up top when they're done and we'll do a taste test. How good do they look? Not bad for the first attempt, Paul, if I do say so myself. Back soon, guys. Right, guys. So one of them has fell apart while in... Let me turn this oven off. Actually, no, we'll leave it on for a sec. Just in case I need to bob it on for another 5 minutes. But yeah, as you can see, one of them has stuck to the baking tray. But hey-oh, you know, there we go. Homemade fish fingers. Time for the taste test. So I'm going to put some salt and pepper on these. Again, yes, I am. Because I do like salt and pepper on my stuff. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna put some salt on it for now because I don't know how these are going to be. But that's what the inside looks like. Hopefully this is all right. Because if not, they've got to go back in to cook again. But here we go. Let's bite first. Bite hard. Oh yes. Oh, guys, listen. Nice and crispy. Oh yes. Now I'll put some pepper on. Now I know. But yeah, there we go, guys. Homemade fish fingers. And what I should have done was fried them a bit more rather than stick them in the oven. But hey, you live and learn. Let's have another taste of this. Oh. That nice. Oh, you can taste that seasoning in the breadcrumbs and also in that batter that are mixed. Oh yeah. Oh. I thought it was going to be another cock up this, but I'll tell you what. Oh, that damn tasty. Oh yeah. The fish is nice and flaky. They're absolutely beautiful. Oh. Oh yeah. Need a bit more salt and pepper off that plate. I'm just on that bit. Oh yeah. Guys, oh, you got to try these. Cod, homemade fish fingers. Doesn't get any better than that. Let's have another taste. Can't help myself. Oh. Banging. Banging. Guys, see you on the next one. I'll see you on Friday on the live when Mr. Andy's here with me. God help me. See you later. Ta-da!